Hello, this is meteorologist Keith Stellman with the National Weather Service in Peachtree City. This is the weekly weather briefing for July 3rd. A quick overview of what is expected. A potential exists for significant flooding the next several days across north and western Georgia. Today and Thursday appear to be the most favored days for widespread flooding. And one of the reasons is we're coming off one of the wettest Junes on record and have had a very wet year thus far, so antecedent conditions are very favorable. We will cover some of the other reasoning behind why this has such a high potential in the coming slides. Water vapor satellite imagery from 8 a.m. this morning shows a stagnant upper level pattern in place across the eastern U.S. A strong ridge of high pressure off the Atlantic is combining with a deep trough over the central U.S. to pump plenty of deep tropical moisture northward across the region. To put this event in a historical context, the image on the left is the depth of the tropical moisture associated with the 2010 Nashville flood. You'll note the plume that extends well south in the eastern Pacific, giving the atmosphere a deep fetch from which to work from. The image on the right is the current moisture plume, which similarly extends well south deep into the tropics. It is these kinds of features which are most often associated with significant flood events, and why this has the potential to be one for us. These images show the progression of precipitable water, or PW, in the atmosphere across us, and the colors represent the values as they relate to climatology for July. The top left is from this morning, in which the red areas are where PW was normal for July, and the green areas across southeast Georgia show values as high as the 99th percentile, or the top of the climatological chart. The top right image shows the 8 p.m. Wednesday forecast and the high moisture content working west across the region. The bottom image is the forecast for Saturday, showing that we remain extremely moist well into the weekend. The bottom line is that these storms will be very efficient rain producers with enhanced rainfall rates. Because of the deep tropical fetch and the strong winds rotating around the high and the low, strong low-level winds are in place today, which combined with the instability give us a threat for tornadoes and or some damaging wind gusts. The tornado threat with this setup is different from the typical spring setup in that it is tropically based. So tornadoes, if they occur, are more likely to be rain-wrapped, weaker, and short-lived. By 2 p.m. Thursday, the high and low pressure areas remain relatively unchanged and the moisture fetch remains over us. The result is continued wet and stormy conditions into the 4th of July. The highest threats for an all-day washout will be across west and north Georgia, where models indicate a line of continuous activity to occur. By late Thursday evening, we will continue to see storms which may dampen outdoor plans for fireworks across a good portion of the area. The best chances for outdoor events to occur will be areas east of I-75 and south of I-20, where enough ridging may be in place to make storms more scattered in nature and not as continuous. Nonetheless, everyone is subject to rain chances on and throughout the 4th. By Friday, little change in the position of the high and low are noted. However, the upper level low over the central U.S. begins to weaken. As a result, the fetch will not be as intense as it is on Wednesday and Thursday, and the showers and storms may be more scattered in nature. Flooding will still be a threat, however, on Friday, particularly across North Georgia. By Saturday, the main features that we have today are still present, but much weaker. The end result will be continued scattered showers and storms, which have the potential for heavy downpours. This graphic depicts several different model total rainfall forecasts through Sunday. The top left is the 6Z July 3rd run of the GFS, the top right is the 0Z July 3rd run of the ECMWF, and the bottom left is the 6Z July 3rd run of the NAM. All of the models differ slightly in their amounts, but are all consistent in suggesting that some heavier rainfall is possible for portions of North Georgia. The worst case shown here is the GFS model in the upper left, showing a swath of 6 to 8 inches across North Georgia through Sunday. This graphic shows the 8 a.m. Wednesday official rainfall forecast from the National Weather Service office in Atlanta through Monday a.m. The highest amounts are forecast across North Georgia, where 4 to 6 inches is forecast by us to accumulate. Most of the area west of I-75 and north of I-20 is forecast to receive as much as 2 to 4 inches with some isolated higher amounts. This is the 3-hour flash flood guidance for the area as of Wednesday morning, which indicates how much rain is needed in 3 hours before flash flooding occurs. Due to the wet antecedent conditions, some areas in North Georgia only need roughly about 2 inches of rain to cause flash flooding. In summary, the potential for significant flooding exists across Georgia the next few days, particularly across west and north Georgia. Total rainfall amounts through the weekend are expected to be 2 to as much as 5 inches, with some higher amounts possible. Showers and storms will have the potential to produce torrential downpours through the weekend, with a limited severe potential today, Wednesday, for a few weak tornadoes.